Hi, welcome to Three Dudes in a Movie with your hosts Jacob, Marty, and Ryan. Here we watch and review a variety of movies. Also, find us on Instagram at Three Dudes in a Movie. Thank you for listening and enjoy this week's episode.
He did it.
Aspects of Star Wars that I love.
And then some stuff
Most
where you're
of the
like, I feel
movies
like
are
this
just
should
like
be fleshed out more.
I wouldn't say most of the movies.
would.
I'd say it's half-half, 50-50.
it might exactly be 50-50. Because
Rank those films.
Not yet.
We'll rank our Star Wars though when we get to them because the OGs are all three OGs are on the list.
So I went to a coffee shop today, and it will be unnamed because I don't really want to.
Was it in the state of Tennessee?
Yeah, it was.
Frothy Monkey.
No.
Dude, yeah.
Red Bicycle.
No, you're not gonna get it.
The Well?
So anyway, I went into this. No, that's definitely not the Well. So we went into this coffee shop, and it's not one I go to often. I don't think you guys go. I know
Dude,
you don't.
is
go
it-
there.
It's Onyx.
Is
It's
it,
Onyx.
Yeah, it's on Onyx in Fayetteville.
Can I guess again?
Yeah, dude.
Is it the coffee house?
No. Although I was there this morning. This is different.
Oh, I
This
actually
is
thought
my
it.
second.
I actually thought it was.
No,
I'm sorry. Then
no,
I
no.
really don't know where he was.
You gotta listen to the
Okay.
story for it. I got a
Dunkin'?
whole story. Dunkin', it was a Starbucks, actually. Yeah, I know you guys don't go there very often. So I walked
This is
in.
a little hole in the wall.
I walked in, and the vibes already, although they were playing Linkin Park. So I thought
My
Marty
man.
would like to be here. Up until the point that I ordered food, I ordered a drink, and they said, I noticed there's all this stuff in front of the sales thing, the iPad there. There's all these like flyers, which I don't care. And there's also a bunch of buttons, something about unions. And so I was like, okay.
There's
And
a
we are
coffee
in
union?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sign me up.
Well, there is. And they said, hey, so we are currently in the midst of a union slowdown in protest for higher wages. And so they said, we are going to take 16 minutes to make your coffee so that we can get paid $16 an hour from the owner, or it's more than that, something like that. So you can either wait 16 minutes to make your coffee, or you can leave us a Google review by scanning this QR code on this flyer and show it to us, and then we'll make it for you. And I was like, yeah, man, you can just make my coffee. You can take 30 minutes if you want. I'm going to be here for a while. Can I get that Wi-Fi passcode? I just set up shop. I was like, you wait. It was like one of those like, well, there's a 2-hour time limit on the Wi-Fi. I'm like, yeah, just sometime within the next 2 hours if you want to make my coffee. That'd be great.
If it's gonna be towards the end, maybe put it in a to-go mug.
I said, just be sure to get it to go either way. I don't know how I'm feeling.
Dude, they've been looking at E-News thinking that they're the Writers Guild of America.
dude.
That was my first thought.
I was with Bailey. I was like, she kind of and I was like, don't say anything. And then finally we sat down.
I don't acknowledge this right
No,
now.
we walked around a little bit because we had 16 minutes.
Yeah,
I
you
was
had to
like,
blow
dude,
it.
I really appreciated it because then you don't have to worry about was my coffee ready or not. Like I was like, we can walk around the neighborhood if you want, and come back, and they will not be making our coffee. So like, let's just go. So that's pretty much what we did. The joke that I had towards the end, because they call out the Jacob Mocha, I was like, I should wait 16 minutes to go get it, because I wanted 16 minutes of you going Jacob Mocha. I think I should also express my rights as well.
They would have given the coffee away.
Yeah. Well,
Give them a QR code to write a review of you.
How did I do coming to the counter for this?
Yeah, believe me, we're unionized as a customer base. You're not going to mess with us. But I could definitely tell. So I went and looked at some of the Google reviews just to see. And when we first walked in, there was a group of they mixed two tables. They'd like pushed two tables together. It was like 6 or 7 old white people.
Oh no.
And so then they were in front of us. So I knew that they had gone before us. And then I pull up a Google review just to see how people are taking it. And a lot of them are that like, you need to pay them livable wages. You need to be doing this, which whatever.
They just want their coffee, man.
Yeah, man. But then there was one guy that was like, it was one guy, I saw his name and I saw his picture. I was like, oh, this guy was definitely part of that group that was sitting down before we walked in. And he was like, I don't really need it. Starbucks is down the street. And I was like, yeah, you go, Ken. But I was just, I don't really care. Like it didn't bother. It doesn't move the needle either way for me.
Yeah.
I was just kind of like, made me uncomfortable. Because as soon as I said, she's like, do you want to wait or do you want to leave us a Google review and just kind of speak out about this, and I said, no, I'll just wait.
You said I've had this job and I was fine making what you're making.
Yeah, on top of tips, and she was just kind of like, oh. Well, okay.
You said no one's done this before.
Yeah, she goes, I guess it'll be right out. I go, in 16 minutes though, right? I just like
you order a drip coffee. That'll be 16 minutes.
I watched them. They like sit there for a second and wait for it, and then they slowly kind of get it ready. Like, well, we got the espresso ready. I won't hit the button yet, and then wait. I mean, it was great coffee. So I don't know if you need to take your time more because it's making a better product, but I was like, I'm trying to get my coffee. I don't care what you do to get it. Just do it.
You said
and don't remind me about how horrible. Like, I don't know.
You guys taking your time on this. This was actually the best cup of coffee I've ever had. Maybe take 15 minutes every time.
He's like, I don't care what you have to do. I just don't want to have to make it. As long as you take care of it.
It felt like basically they were
good.
like, it would be quicker if you made it yourself. And I'd be like, okay, just let me.
I was like, can I get back there? Yeah. I actually worked at this establishment.
I actually know this place. Well, and then I was, and then there was a moment. I don't know. We were there like working and stuff. And there was like, of course,
like no loitering while you're waiting for your coffee.
It is. It's one of those coffee shops that that's like a little more, I don't want to get, but a little more like, accepting. You can be who you want.
Have
here.
I been there with you before?
No, you haven't. All those kinds of, like that kind of coffee shop vibe. Like everyone's welcome, but you're only going to be allowed here for 2 hours because the Wi-Fi cuts out. Also, your Wi-Fi pass goes bottom of your receipt, so you got to be a customer. Also, you need to ask for a key before you go to the bathroom. Also, we're going to take 16 minutes to make your coffee. I was like, where are all these rules?
Dude,
Like,
it just sounds like a
Waffle House?
Starbucks. Sounds like a Starbucks in Seattle.
Yeah,
it's what it was. It's what it felt like. But it's and there is that scene for Nashville, but it's like it's not as. I that's why I want to be like. I think you think you're a part of a movement here, and I want you to know, I can make this at my house.
You said I've been to a coffee shop in East Nashville this week.
Exactly.
They didn't do this to me.
This bad. Like
they're not this bad.
It was very.
I went to the Frothy Monkey
Yeah.
in East Nashville this week. I'm fine, dude.
Yeah, I've great
avocado
It was
toast.
one of those that I was just kind of like, I know you want me to care so badly. I do not. I can go to Starbucks. It does not bother me.
Was it 8th and Roast?
No, 8th Rose is not.
You probably got some Starbucks gift cards too.
Yeah.
From that company, from that coffee shop.
The owner's giving it out.
Yeah.
And that was the other thing too. I was like, so can you not talk to does the owner know that you're doing this? I don't understand.
No, dude, that's part of the union. Owners are typically against them, right?
Yeah.
I know Dave Portnoy was.
Doubt the
But then, like,
Dave Portnoy.
I just don't understand why
Big cat.
the owner would let them unionize it's like what 5 or 6 people tops.
Because nobody wants to work anymore, man.
You don't think I can find 5 or 6 baristas in Nashville this weekend to take over?
Yeah, you could.
I think here in Tennessee, there's a lot less protections for unions. Honestly, that guy could probably just fire them all
That's what I was
and
thinking.
just hire
Do it.
people.
Fire
Like,
them.
it should be done. I don't think
Yeah,
there's any
these people
protections.
thought they had a real union.
That's what I was like. I was like, I don't understand how. And it was.
Hey, NIL, please. NIL.
Well, it also made it sound like they were like, oh, we're trying to care for our community. Believe me, this coffee shop does not care.
Imagine
It's a little more, I don't, yeah.
Imagine the owner scanning the QR code and leaving a review and letting them know they're fired. And so somebody,
Hey, man,
one
while
of
I
the-
was filling out this review, I wanted you to see this. I think you need to see this.
one of the employees are like, all right, let's see the difference we're making. Oh, guys,
Oh,
there's a new crew coming in. We're out. They promised not to union.
I had a guy do that. I had a guy walk out on me at Best Buy because he thought we could unionize. Did I ever tell you that? Have I ever?
No.
I don't think I've said this on the podcast. So there's this guy. This is horrible. When I was working at Best Buy in the warehouse, and this guy worked in at the time it was in home theater. His name was Dave, and Dave was a little bit older. And I don't want to say he was close to retirement, but he was
From
very
Best Buy?
Yeah,
poor life.
at Best Buy. Jeez, dude.
Come on, Dan.
West Coast.
You got a
He's
new
like
TV every year.
No, he was like San Francisco, born and raised. He was a biker. He loved to travel. He was a former firefighter, so he was like he had all
okay.
the tattoos.
Thanks, Dave.
He was like he has this big
Thanks for your
bushy beard.
service.
Anyway, so he was like, so one day I walked out there and he was like, man, we should just leave. He also had more colorful language than what I'm going to say here.
Sure.
But he was like, we should just leave. And I said, yeah, I mean, what time do you get off? You get off at like 3 or 4? And he's like, no, man, I mean, we should all just walk out. I said, well, I don't get off until 9. I'm closing tonight. And he said,
no.
I don't care when your lunch is, man. Let's walk out now.
I said, yeah, I mean, I get out later, but I mean, you're about to get off. So that's, you got a couple hours, but you're good. And he goes, and this is when I found out later that like he was in between his meds. He would fall asleep and like standing up in the middle of the shift. So it was like really kind of sad.
That sounds
It was kind of
awful.
sad. But at the time he was like, what if we all just walked out? I said, what do you mean? He goes, they can't fire all of us at once. I said, well, they can because we're not unionized. So they could have a scab crew here by this
dude,
weekend.
this is a Best Buy.
Yeah, so I said, what union do you think we're part
They're
of?
not hurting.
And he was like, well, that's just it, man. It just pisses me off. I go, well, I mean, if that's what you're really fired up about, I guess that's true. And he goes, yeah, I'm just going to walk out. I was like, okay. And I swear, I thought he meant like, I'm going to go walk it off. Like he was upset. So he's just going to walk out for a bit,
Right.
come back in. That man takes off his polo. He's got his, it's not true. He's got his, but it's not politically correct, but this is what it was. He had his wife beater on underneath it. And he
Was it a white one too?
Oh yeah, for sure.
They always are.
And he was
Yeah.
3.
I don't know if it could be a wife beater with that one.
He was
Without
3 or
being
4
white.
hours in his shift, so he'd been walking around the floor for
Sure.
a bit. And so he's like,
If it had sleeves, the pits
You
would be
saw
sweaty.
the tech he stuffed in his pants to leave work with.
I didn't think about that. And he walks
He's
out.
got a couple pairs of beats in his pocket.
And my manager Chris is like, Dave, where are you going? And he's like, F this place, I'm out. And he walked out. And I remember it because I saw it. I was at home theater in the back desk near the wall, and I'm looking out towards the front doors, and I see him say, like mouth off to Chris. Chris lock eyes with me from across the store, and he's like, "What did you do?" That's all I heard. I saw him mouth, and I was like, "Oh no!" So then I went back to the warehouse, and he followed me, and he goes, "What did you say to Dave?" And I said, "I didn't say anything, man. I just thought he said something about walking out. I thought, yeah, it's a good idea. You should walk it off." He was like, "That's it. You stay back here the rest of the day. You don't talk to anybody else." I was like, "Why are you trying to pin this on
They
me?"
put you in Best Buy timeout, dude.
Dave's been trying to leave for a while.
He said,
I'm
"That's
sorry.
it. Just the TVs."
Yeah.
No.
No, not the TVs, dude. Yeah, I remember it's clear as day, dude. I've just across the span of this Best Buy, just seeing my manager lock eyes with me and mouth the words, "What did you do?"
He's like, yeah, that's 70-inch. You want full price.
Yeah, you don't get the vendor discount on it.
That's
So anyway,
great.
that's my experience with unions.
That's incredible.
Anyway.
I had a woman try to. I don't know if I told you guys this. I had a woman try to grab a drink out of my hand
Oh, yeah.
while I
you
was at
told us.
Chick-fil-A
Yeah.
yesterday, delivering on Music Row, and she goes, "Hey, give me that." I was like, "Whoa!" And she was like, "Oh, that sounds so good right now." And I was like, "If I hadn't moved, you might have grabbed that." So that was funny. Not as long of a story.
She's
Do you
like,
think-
definitely would have.
Do you think sometimes do you like give in and let people just to their own devices? You go, "This is the path that you chose." Like if you really
As
like,
a Chick-fil-A delivery driver, or
yeah, I think in that moment I would have let her just to show her how irresponsible she was being in that moment. I'd be like, "Let's be adults
just give
here.
her the tea.
You set me back 30 minutes." You know?
I would hate that because then I would have to go get that person a new tea. Like that's on me if that happens. Like today I spilled my first coffee. I spilled dude, we got these.
On yourself?
Thankfully no. We got these
iced coffee.
brand
On somebody
new.
else?
First day with our new hot and cold bags. We had Little Blue
Oh, that's
menu
cool.
ones. These ones are Chick-fil-A ones. And dude, they're pretty cool looking. I'll be
What's
honest.
Little Blue? No, I'm just kidding.
Don't worry about it now. The Chick-fil-A ones are gray. They got the chicken logo in the middle of the red circle.
know what
It's
Chick-fil-A looks
really
like.
Cool. I'm describing the bags.
You seen a gray Chick-fil-A?
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. I saw those bags. I was like,
cool.
I mean, I want one. I really do.
Sponsored by Nike.
Yeah, it'll grow on me. But it's. I spilled my first order of the day, so I've not even used one of these bags yet. I spilled a whole thing of iced coffee in one of these brand new bags. I took the cup, the half poured out cup inside. I was like, "Hey, can I just get a new one of these?" It's gone. They were like, "Yeah, no problem." And I was like, "I'm sorry." And they're like, "Dude, it happens." I was like, "I know." But
not to me.
that bag's never even
Not to me.
had food inside of it before, and I dumped coffee in it.
Dude, I always start yelling at some random guy, "Daryl, what'd you do?"
It was funny. I cleaned it up real quick. It was fine. But I just thought that was very funny. Just brand new bags, brand new car. Well, the cars aren't new, but brand new like
It just
they're,
got
they're
detailed.
red now
that's cool.
instead of blue. They actually do look much better red. But
Speaking of brand new things,
Ah, jeez, dude. Here we go.
I just got a new driver
dude,
Why'd
that's
you get-
so
why'd you get a
cool.
new
Why is
driver,
that?
Tristan?
because Jacob texted me. He's like, "Hey man, you want to meet up before the podcast and go to the driving range?"
Which is why we're recording so late.
Yeah, which I was
I
like,
mean, the listeners don't care.
I was like, yeah. Since you guys are getting this so late, just so you guys know that's what happened. I was like, yeah, dude, that sounds pretty fun. And I've been at the house,
I just
packing
get
all
a text
day.
from Jacob out of the blue. Hey, we're gonna be a tad bit late.
Yeah,
Because you want to text him. I was like, I just set my phone down. Yeah, I'll text him.
I think I was holding mine at
You
the
were.
time.
You just do it over. You go, you want to text him? I was like,
This is on you now.
Yeah. So and this is before he broke the driver. Oh no, this was after.
No, it was before.
All right, it was
Or
before.
it was in the middle of it. When
Oh, I
you
hope it was after. It's so much funnier if it was.
No.
You break it, then you
No,
say,
it was definitely before.
We're gonna be a
It's
little late.
before I went and got a new bucket of balls.
Yeah, that was after he broke the driver. Because
Oh, really?
I had texted you while you were in there saying in that group
okay.
chat saying Jacob
Oh,
broke
yeah,
my
that's
driver.
Right, that's right. Yeah.
So I pulled up and I don't like when I go to the driving range, I don't bring my whole bag. I just bring clubs I want to work on. So Jacob's like, "Hey, do you have your driver with you?" I was like,
And
"Yeah,
I asked to use your driver because I didn't have mine.
yeah," because Jacob broke his on the golf course
broke
a
it a
few
couple
weeks
weeks
ago.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And I was like, "Yeah, dude, I'm always strapped." So I was like, "Yeah, I'll get it on the way back." And so I was gonna make a joke, and I was like, "Hey, don't break this one." But also, I was thinking on the way, you know what? I do need to work on my long game right now.
Yeah.
So I'm hitting my golf balls pretty pure, and I hear him using.
I mean, it was
it's the best-
slamming off
best
the
day of
ground.
my
It's
life.
going ding off the ground.
I hear him driving into the ground. I'm like, it's gonna be okay. The driver's gonna be fine.
We had said so this golf range that I go, this driving range I go to, they hit off the mat. They don't have, which now I'm like, I don't know that I want to drive off a mat.
No, probably not.
I'm never gonna do that.
Is
ever
that what
again.
did both of them?
No, but
The other one was natural grass.
Yeah, that was all natural. I still don't understand how I broke that one. That one doesn't make any sense.
That
to
was
me.
wear and tear, man. That's an old
that was-
driver.
yeah, but so this one's off the mat, and so we got it. They have those plastic or those rubber tees that they have on there, and so then he was like, I was slamming it into the ground, not the driver. At that point, I hit a couple shots into the ground, and so Tristan was like, "Is it the tee?" And so yeah, it was not as high as what I.
They
set
were
it
the
up.
little white ones that are
Yeah.
just in. Okay,
Yeah, and so
Those-
then I
those
was
aren't very
like,
good.
it's fine. I'll just try to lift a little bit, and it didn't matter.
Dude, so I'm hearing him repeatedly smash in the ground. I'm like, it's gonna be fine, no big deal.
Bailey didn't say anything either. She was
No.
standing there. She was sitting there.
And I heard the club explode basically, and Jacob goes, "Hey man," I was like, "Is it broken?" And he was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "It's no big deal, dude. I was just planning to go golf with my brothers this weekend in Ohio."
I put it in the ground. I was like, "Hey, dude. Hey, man." And he was like, "It's broke." And I was like, "Yeah, the same way. It's just the same way."
Yeah, dude.
He goes, "Yeah, I heard it."
It was tough. So this guy being, a man of honor,
Trying to be a man of honor.
immediately got on the web or got online and bought me a new driver, and we went and picked it up, and that's why
And
we're
we
here.
all did that.
So then
We
I
all
said,
crammed into
I
the
said,
back
"Hey,
of
we're gonna be
Jacob's
about
car.
45 minutes late. Do you want to come
Yeah,
with?" And so we did. We
it was a time, and then we got a driver head off of another driver.
Good job, Ryan.
which I didn't think could be done.
Can be
But
done.
it can be done.
Enough force, enough
I was
firepower.
wondering
what
when
can
you were
I do
gonna
with
get
that
that.
shaft then?
You could take get a new
Dude, you could
club head on it.
fight someone with it.
How much money is that going to save me? You think?
I've never broken one before.
Oh, well.
I'm gonna tell you.
Break it too.
Just
Let me
keep
tell
it.
you, I can replace them pretty easily.
Just keep the rod, and if you break a rod, you replace the rod.
I'm not, but I don't think
Yeah.
I'm breaking them. Oh yeah, you're right.
You can't replace
Dude,
the rod.
one bad hit right over your
the
knee.
head's broken.
That's what he said. He said, "Can I borrow your 3-iron?" I said, "Yeah, man. If you snap that over your knee right now, we'll call it even."
He said, I'm giving you permission. Actually,
Let's
please
just
do.
do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
It actually
makes
won't
feel
cost
better.
me any
Hey
more
man,
money.
do you see that club I used the least amount of my bag? Go ahead and break that one. It's a
Yeah.
fair trade.
over the one you need the most.
Yeah.
I was learning. I was hitting pretty good with it today.
Reminds me of Nate's his story when he's golfing. His wife goes
Oh,
to
yeah.
the bathroom.
It never.
So I'm actually gonna go to the bathroom. Do you understand what a tea time is? So then I had to golf 4 holes with a driver. just wanted to see what that would be like.
Not okay. And then also on the way, the whole driving aspect of this, like driving the car, Jacob's 5'7" girlfriend is in the front seat.
Why is it?
5'7". That's she's
she's like
5'2".
5'2".
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I'm being generous.
Yeah, for sure.
Is in the front seat, and you've got Marty and I
Yeah.
in the back
And if
seat.
you know Marty and Tristan,
Yeah.
we're not particularly small
no,
individuals.
we are not petite. And then Ryan, I
knew
didn't
as
even
soon
know
as-
Ryan was
as
going
soon
to
as
come.
Ryan was like, "Can I come with?" I was like, "Dude, yes, come on." I thought about it. I was like, "Yeah, you can. Come on."
Dude, okay, so Jacob drives a Nissan Altima. Is that what you drive?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what he drives, a Nissan Altima. Yeah. I drive a Honda CRV. I know, dude. Well, I'm getting to that. I'm sweating right now because
Yeah,
I
you
was in
are.
the back of this car and my body temperature has still not come down to normal temps.
Dude, his glasses are foggy
know,
right
dude.
now.
They are, dude.
I'm taking them off every 30 seconds. Every 30 seconds. All that to say,
Dude, you heat up pretty easily, don't you? You don't laugh. It was a
What
genuine
does that
question.
mean?
You sweat pretty easily, don't you?
yeah, dude, I'm fat.
Me too, and I don't sweat as easily as you. I'll be honest.
Jeez, dude.
It's like
It's
Ethan.
fine. I weigh more than you. I
It's
promise.
like what Ethan said. But I'm not going to repeat it because I don't know who listens to this podcast.
Not Ethan.
Well, I don't know. It's not. Well,
Hey, do you think this is a good deal?
dude, you just bought a driver for $89.
Yeah, but this is
put
just
him
a
on
head.
blast
But it's
like
also,
that.
I mean, it's a stealth. I don't know.
Hey guys, we're 20 minutes in. You want to talk about a movie?
Speaking of golf,
I don't think there's a single golf scene in that movie, is there?
Not even the word.
Did Germans golf?
At least one of them's got to.
Oh, let's see.
well, I don't know.
Just not in this movie.
The Germans golf, dude. Don't Google that. Your computer's going to be
Dude,
dummy.
Germans golf.
Yeah, here it comes.
Oh,
There it
that's
is.
crazy.
Das Putten driver.
Tiger Woods?
Yeah, Jack Nicklaus. Who knew he was golf?
Jack Nicklaus.
You know? Oh, never mind.
Nicklaus.
Can't say about him. Legend.
Anyway,
Anywho,
So
we
we
watched. Go ahead. We've been at this a while.
Speaking about
was
golf.
really good, dude.
Yeah.
That was
You-
we both went.
How many episodes do we have now, Ryan? Is
This is
45?
39.
Yeah, we've been at this for
I'm
a
gonna
while.
have to clip that.
That was good. The lives of others. Hold on. One
Oh,
second.
you're gonna get the German name,
Yeah.
aren't you? Der Leben, der Hausen. That's not even kind of.
Das Leben der Anderen.
Andaren. Oh,
Pronounced
that's my
Das-
favorite Star
Das
Wars
Leben
planet.
der Anderen. It's a 2006 German drama film written and directed by Florian Henkel von Donnersmarck, marking that's weird. Donnersmarck marking his feature film directorial debut. The plot is about the monitoring of East Berlin residents by agents of the Stasi, East Germany's secret police. It stars Ulrich Smuck, I don't know how to pronounce that, as Stasi Captain Gerd Weissler, Ulrich Tucker as his superior Anton Grubitz, Sebastian Koch as the playwright, Georg
Laszlo.
Drayman, yeah, and Martina Gedeck as Drayman's lover, a prominent actress named Christa Maria Seilen. All right.
Is that who she's playing?
Yes.
Or is she a prominent actress? Because I had never seen her in anything.
She played a prominent actress.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a stage actress too, not even movies.
So I kind of was following along. I think this.
What a
I
way
was-
to say that you were watching a movie.
Yeah, well, I was the only one that was following along.
I
when we
watched it.
I was
did.
thinking
I was
that-
there.
I paid attention.
I was thinking that this was based off of a true story, but I think it's just based off true events. Which whatever, you know that is. It's like House of Cards.
East Germany.
Remember
in
the
in
Titans.
80s.
Yeah, remember the Titans. Yeah,
Dude, the car crash came after the season in real life.
yeah, exactly.
Coach Boone got arrested.
Oh, did he?
Dude, I met him.
I think did he hit you? Because that's why I got arrested. He was
met,
like hitting his
you
players.
met Aaron Boone, manager of the New York Yankees.
Big fan. No, I met the real Coach
Hit
Boone.
off Tim Wakefield. What was he like?
Knuckleballer.
Old.
Okay.
You can ask our pal Riley. She was there at the same event I was. I fell asleep.
And then you said,
Was it a high school football game?
No, freshman year of college, he came and just did a impassionate speech. Apparently, we couldn't get Denzel. We asked.
Oh, so you got the real guy.
So we got the real guy. I fell
That's
asleep.
tough, dude.
Riley loved it. Me and my friend Brad, we both passed out.
Would you try for Samuel L. Jackson or Coach Carter?
I was going to say Coach Carter.
Wait, Coach Carter was real?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that one was complete fiction.
yeah,
No.
the rapper in there is real too. It's Lil Wayne.
T.I.? Oh, sorry, that's Ant-Man. Anyway.
Actually, the Crane, you guys know who that is in the movie?
No, I don't know.
He's like the number one basketball recruit
Yeah,
in that
yeah.
movie.
The character-
He's based off of LeBron.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought I was watching more than a game. Did you guys ever watch that?
Bam.
No.
It may not
Are you
mean
talking about
nothing to
that Giannis show?
y'all.
No, it was.
No, I liked
it was
more
the
than a game.
LeBron-
It was like
the LeBron
it was kind
movie.
of like a documentary, honestly.
Yeah, it was
was
when he
good.
was at St. Mary's or
Mary's.
whatever.
I don't watch
That's
anything
good.
with that guy in it.
Really? You don't like
Yeah.
Space Jam too?
No, never seen
no,
it.
no thanks.
Me neither.
You haven't either. I know you
Yeah.
haven't.
You haven't seen House Party or whatever that one's
Nope.
called?
I will watch that one. I want to watch it with our pal Jake.
You've not seen-
32%.
You haven't seen
Did you love Rotten
Oh,
Tomatoes?
crap.
Admit it.
Yeah, I do.
what's the one with
That's all I
Jason-
asked.
Talking about Trainwreck?
Dude, Trainwreck.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
Trainwreck.
Haven't
you
seen it.
Trainwreck?
LeBron is great in Trainwreck.
Nope.
I
I'll
heard
watch
he was
it.
really good
Cracks
in
me
Trainwreck.
up.
Yeah.
He had just moved back to Cleveland from Miami.
Yeah.
And Bill Hader, whose name, funny enough, this week we could not remember Bill Hader. We're trying to remember him for Barry, and I just remembered him off the cuff like nothing. Whatever.
He's the guy who plays Stefan.
Yeah, he does. But the whole time he's like, dude, how come you visited LeBron saying to Bill Hader, how come you visited me all the time when I was in Miami? You never come see me in Cleveland. He's like, well, LeBron, I'm just a lot more busy these days.
That's pretty cool.
He's like, well, Cleveland's the Miami of the Midwest. He's like, no, LeBron, I don't think they say that.
Yeah.
It's got Amari Stoudemire in it.
Does it really?
The Lives of Others, not Trainwreck.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah. What do we think?
Isn't Amy Schumer in that too?
Yeah,
Trainwreck?
she's the love interest.
That's another reason I wouldn't watch it.
That's fair.
Oh, you don't like
Joke
Amy
stealer.
Schumer?
No, she's a joke stealer.
Bill Hader's great.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
I liked LeBron in it better than his basketball.
You would like LeBron.
You calm down. I'm a Bulls fan too. Tristan, you want to
So
start
the
about your
Lives of
opinion on
Others.
the movie you didn't watch?
Yeah, I was sweating out some bets, so I didn't. I didn't get it. It's tough because I don't speak German, so if I wasn't looking at the screen, I had no idea.
He's betting the over under of how many swings I take before I smash his driver.
Yeah, it's,
I'm taking 4.
after the first one, I was
Two
like,
and a
it's
half.
not-
What's
He
the
said,
loss?
man, this is a sweat out.
yeah, no, it was tough, dude. It was tough. No, the movie. I'm sure the movie is a good movie. If you don't like a score, and if you don't like,
Yeah, if you love having no music in your movie.
if you like the same notes played every single time, this is the movie for you. Because when they play music, it is
Gabriel
the same.
Yared and Stefan Muka, they did this.
I'll tell you, they didn't win an Oscar for best original score.
They might have. Let me
Did
go check.
not. I'll tell you right now.
Oh, who won that year?
2006. I don't know.
2006, Lord of the Rings.
2006 would
This
have
movie was
been-
2007, I thought.
No, it was 6.
I think it released in America in 07.
Oh, okay.
Many critics list of the 10 best films of 2007.
Is this on?
Yeah, they're all German,
please
dude.
tell us
It's
this
all
is
fake
fine.
media.
James Berardinelli, real view.
That was kind of
Nelly?
the point of the movie.
Levy,
Nelly did some music for this.
Empire. Empire said it was.
It was
number
all
2.
just a dream.
Dude, Boardwalk Empire?
Yeah, Steve Buscemi.
It was a proposed remake. Yeah, I think that sometimes we get caught in liking movies a certain way.
Oh, here we
And,
go.
Yeah. As Americans, we think if it.
Yeah, I just want them to speak English.
If there's
I don't think
not,
that's too much to
I just think that as Americans, if there's not a moment where they go Avengers Assemble, then we think it's yeah, we knock it down to at least a 6, and I think that says a lot about our prejudice.
That's not even true.
I'd give this a 7.
I do think it's. You don't think that if in a
Oh, he's
movie.
getting fired up.
You don't think that in a movie someone says Avengers Assemble, everybody walking out of that theater is gonna be like, that was at least a 7.
That's not the point. The point you're making is the point.
I think Jacob knows what he's saying.
Just trying to be logical.
No. He's saying that for us to appreciate a movie, it's got to have this action thing to it, or
Yeah, right.
this huge thing. That's not true.
Okay.
I'd
Pianist.
love
I get it. You like the pianist.
A24 films.
Oh, okay. You like Green Room? Is that J24? That's Annapurna, isn't it?
I never heard
Green
that
Room?
movie.
Yeah.
The Nazi one?
Yeah.
I never watched that. I really wanted to.
You gonna tell me Green Room isn't?
Have you ever
I
seen The
bet that
Green
is
Knight?
24. No, I wanted to watch that
That's
too.
a
That
weird
is
one.
A24.
It is a weird one.
No, it's A24. Yeah, A24's
Did we-
got.
I've never seen The Green
Did we
Knight.
It's got plenty of action.
Did we get confirmation on our phone call friend, by the way? I want to make sure we're on top of that. Because we've probably got like
Yeah, let me do
15,
that.
15, 20 minutes.
Oh, I mean, we could talk.
Oh, we're going to talk. I, just wanna, I would rather give them 20 minutes heads up than two and a half.
That's a good point.
Have you ever seen The Florida Project?
I love Florida Project.
Florida Project. That's not
My
a slow
point.
burn. That's not. The DHS comes in and breaks up their family.
At the very end.
Uh,
It was
uh,
building up to that the
Oh,
whole
and
movie.
then there's the guy
It's
at
pretty
the
short,
there's
though.
the guy at the vending machine getting a Pepsi.
You didn't say anything about again.
that
That
is
was wild.
drama.
But again, you didn't. This whole movie's drama. You didn't say anything about slow burns
What do you mean?
2 seconds ago.
Well, and then that's what I meant.
3 billboards outside Ebony,
Ebony,
Missouri.
That has
I
action.
haven't seen
That
that
has
one.
action.
Towards the end of the movie.
No, dude, he throws them through.
Whoa! I want to watch it. I want to watch it.
Woody Harrelson? That's
Dude,
action.
I haven't seen
Okay, I'll
Lady
give you
Bird, and
that.
I'm sorry.
He called Headshot.
Little Women. That's not really.
I haven't
slow
seen that.
burn,
I
but
want to see that
enjoy
just
it.
because you like it.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
I think this one is a slower movie than we're used to, and I think that has at least some effect on our critical reception of it.
I'll tell you
And that's
the
okay.
biggest issue.
Okay.
They don't speak English. Now that's not their fault. I mean,
Geez,
hey,
dude.
I
I
appreciate.
don't know that.
If you join us
What?
for anime, it'll be in English.
I'm just talking about movies.
Oh.
People in general who don't speak English, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
was
saw
afraid
where
you
you
were going
were
to say it,
going.
and you said it.
No. You started setting
No,
something up.
no, it's fine.
No.
It's Victor Hovland. This
Every
guy is
episode,
from
dude.
Norway.
Every episode,
This
this
guy's
guy.
from Norway, and he doesn't sound like it.
And
You
he's
should look
pretty
him up.
German, huh? Which guy was this?
Victor Hovland.
Yep.
He's like number 2 in the world right now.
Of what?
Golf. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were talking about actors in the movie.
I mean, he does act out there.
No, why
Like
don't
a
we call
golfer.
him?
Oh, well, because it's the night before his wedding. I don't know.
That's
what
the
name.
joke.
All right, yeah, try it out. Wait, did Dan say no?
Dan hasn't replied when I set
Yeah,
you up.
text Ethan. See which one's first. So anyway,
The
yeah,
day before his wedding.
Lives of Others, I think, is a good movie, even though I don't think it's for everyone, and I think that's important.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
It's fun. It has its tense moments.
I want to call it fun. I mean, if you want
It's
good.
different. It's different. It's a little bit of intrigue. I do think that the language barrier has some of that. You don't feel, you don't, the emotion behind it doesn't get translated. And I think that that's important because I feel like there should have been more conveyed between the love triangle between the actress and
And the stalker.
like I felt like that was a twist of the plot is that, okay, sorry, we should talk about this. So you're in East Berlin or East Germany during the time of Soviet Russia, this is the Cold War between Soviet Russia and the West. And so there is a couple characters that are in the midst of, they're part of the Stasi, as I said, it's like the secret police there. And one in particular, the guy, Weissler, he is kind of the main character, and he's he goes through interrogation tactics. He bugs this entire guy's apartment. And so basically what they're saying is, hey, we think this guy that they're bugging the apartment of, he's a playwright. We think that he could go either way. He could be for the socialist cause, or he could be totally against it. Nice. He could be totally against it. We just got to find evidence that he is against the socialist state.
Yeah.
And so then this guy bugs his apartment, and at the time you think that's all it is. It's like it's kind of political intrigue kind of movie. There's a twist about almost halfway through the movie where you find out that the real reason behind them trying to go after him isn't necessarily because of his political leanings, because he is very loyal to the state and he's very loyal even to the expense of his friends. But the reason is because his girlfriend is secretly seeing another person, and the other person is like the guy above the guy.
Gosh, he's like, yeah.
He's like the head of the ministry,
He's like general level. Like,
So then you find out that this is actually just a love triangle, and this guy's trying to find evidence on this playwright to snuff him out so that he can have his girlfriend.
Yep.
And so I think that's important because you see someone who is so loyal to a cause, but then figure out that these people are just evil all along. This is the same, and the guy who's trying to snuff out this playwright in the beginning of the movie is like, I like that you see the best in people, but I need you to know that people are just people. They'll always be they'll always be evil, and they never change. And I think that's really like him saying that. And then at the end of the movie, you reflect and go, oh, the whole reason for this entire debacle is because of him and his morality,
Yeah.
and he never actually changes.
Yeah.
So he actually made his point, but at the expense of his own image. And so
That's true. That's good.
anyway, so it plays out, and once the guy I think that also helps, like the main character, like I said, Weissler, as the investigative agent. It was sort of a moment of disillusionment for him, that he was like, I've been so devoted to this cause, only to find out that I got hoodwinked by my superior.
My boss's boss.
Yeah, into just doing his bidding, his dirty laundry,
Yeah.
because this girl's.
Because he finds this woman attractive.
Yeah, and so I think that was a moment for him to be like, oh, none of this actually matters. Anyway, so I think that's a part of it. And then also, I don't know if you guys see this, but just kind of reading through some critical reviews afterwards, one of the things that I think the main theme of this movie is that where we expect revolution to happen or the country to fall out of just this tumultuous chaos and destruction, the actual fall of the state comes from whispers, like little, like just over time,
Murmurs
erosion
and-
of trust.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what this illustrates, is that it's not an entire revolution that it took it down. It was just this erosion of trust for the state, that you can't trust anybody, that you're always being bugged.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's not actually to advance the socialist cause. It's just so that people in authority can take advantage and do what they want for their own personal pleasure. It's kind of the theme of the movie.
So
So
kind of
anyway,
like
sorry. I went full Kubrick on it. I didn't mean to.
No,
but
that's
I
good.
just thought
That's
this
good.
is just my thoughts on it. It's good. If you're not into that kind of movie, it's going to be
Yeah,
difficult.
absolutely.
And some of that, the language barrier is going to kind of put some distance between you and what's happening. But I enjoyed it.
so it's basically like Captain America: Civil War.
Dude, don't talk about that. Dude, you're just waiting on that. You know how much I hate
Dude,
that.
he stopped listening to
Halfway
you
through
3
that
minutes ago.
soliloquy, yeah,
I'll say this about the language barrier.
yeah, it's there.
It is,
Dude,
it is there.
they speak some German.
Yeah.
But
The wall is
They
up.
speak some German.
there were some moments where they spoke some English.
There were a
Yeah.
couple of jokes
You,
in this movie.
me,
There's times where I get confused where I can't tell if they actually had just spoken English or
if you
Yeah.
start,
Used to it.
Yeah.
I've just
Learn
been
German.
reading it. Well, no, I've just been reading it and just subconsciously
Right.
read
No,
it
that's
in
for
their
real.
voice. Like I can't
Yeah.
tell sometimes.
And
They
that's
speak some
and I
French,
was
too.
and I was
They speak some
gonna
French.
kind of get at that, just like as someone who, and I've outed myself before. I watch a lot of anime. Father forgive me, but honestly, you do get used to it, but you can't ultimately escape that barrier.
Right.
And it does come out, like you said, Jacob, with the emotional beats. Like I remember watching one of my favorite anime shows is My Hero Academia.
Right.
You know, real superhero types. So
It's good,
it
yeah.
has its hype moments. It's very cool. So the first time I watched it, I watched up to probably season 3 was in Japanese. So I'm rewatching it with my pal Trevor, showing it him, but we're watching it in English. And dude, a moment that I had already watched, I knew exactly what was going to happen. But in English this time, the emotional impact was so much more.
Yeah.
Because like, I don't know, I felt like I was hearing it.
Yeah.
Like obviously I had heard and
Well,
read
you
it.
can hear tone,
Man,
so much
it's-
better in your language.
It's tone, the emotion, it's all there. And so ultimately I wouldn't like this is not the kind of movie I'd be like, you got 2 hours on a Thursday afternoon to just watch a good movie. It's not a
you have to be
recommendation.
locked in the whole time.
You do.
Yeah.
But if you're willing to, it's worth it.
Yeah.
It did a couple of things that I really appreciated. And the last 20
Ended.
I'm fine with any movie ending. I'm always a fan of at the end of a movie.
Yeah.
The last 20, 30 minutes of this, some of the things that occur is just like this, like it had payoff. The payoff was worth it because it is a slow burn. It's a lot of Weiser is sitting at his desk across the street listening to these folks interact. And they're talking about writing a play. They're talking about relationship issues. They're
Yeah.
talking about political things. Nothing that's like
Overtly,
outstandingly
yeah.
interesting or even important, really. But it still leads to a woman taking her own life. It leads to Weiser getting demoted to the mailroom up until the wall falls
Right.
in '89. All these things, and it's like the payoff was great, and the very last payoff with the book.
Yeah.
I was sold.
It's
Like,
heartwarming.
it was. It was like this was worth it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not all movies are.
It is an interesting. It's
a
very much like
blanket
a.
statement.
It's a cultural moment for like each of these characters, where they're like, because at the end you do see towards the end that sort of like where were you, ending for each of them. Where it's
Yeah,
like,
man.
Where were
Yeah.
you when the wall fell? Well, where were you? What role did you play in all this? And so there's a little bit of that as. Dryman, the playwright, is kind of coming back and reading through these notes, and he realizes that he's been surveillanced the whole time. Well, he talks to the guy, he talks to the superior who
At
was,
the very end.
and he's like, "Oh yeah, you were always bugged. Like,
Yeah.
your whole
How come
apartment-
you didn't bug me?
Yeah." He's like, you were always
You
bugged."
were, dude.
Yeah. And so then he goes back and reads his reports and realizes, oh, he could have gotten canned a long,
Yeah.
long time ago. But
like-
this guy kind of saved his life by
Yes.
turning a blind eye.
That guy saved his life, and the death of the woman, who was truthfully the whole real reason this was happening.
Wow.
It was just kind of like.
I don't
we're
want to be
good,
quick to
man.
blame it on women, but
This woman, and no, it
Yeah,
was
this woman.
she was the cause. The reason and the problem was the superior.
well, she
Superior
also
officer.
tried to stay ignorant of it. So I appreciate that.
She tried.
She was
She
just
really-
wrong.
yeah.
She was definitely wrong place, wrong time, and then she ended.
I mean, it
her
was-
demise was tough.
I thought she got hit by a car.
She did.
Well, she
Okay.
did.
Yeah, she didn't dodge it.
No, we mean with like
When she walked in and saw the typewriter.
Oh, I
If
meant
she hadn't
just
done that,
the,
she wouldn't have known.
the
She's
guy
also
with
tell
ultimate
anybody.
power
Yeah.
sleeping with her.
Yeah.
Like that's just like a woman trying to make it,
being
and
on-
a guy who has the chance to make or break her life.
And being on
Like,
drugs the whole time.
That
She was like,
that is tough. That's on her.
some sort of
Drugs are on
pill
you.
addiction.
I'm sorry, guys. Drugs aren't good. If you
Wow.
take them and get addicted, you did it. Sorry.
Oh man, yeah.
We still
it's
love
tough.
you, but
That's tough.
there's grace.
But yeah.
Well, we want
Good movie.
we
That's good.
want to rank it. We got a phone call to make. This doesn't need to be a very long episode.
Yeah. What?
Want me to go?
Yeah. You go ahead. I've got it. You got it. Just
Yeah, I've seen 2 of these. Well, with you guys, I've seen 2 of these.
If you
movies
if you want to
guys
go
have
back at
watched.
any point, not right now, and look at what we have watched and
please
rank
do it
those,
right
go
now.
for it.
How many have you guys watched?
22.
yeah. It'd probably be better to look at his than it is mine.
I got the whole
Mine's
list.
just a mess.
But
Share that note with no, don't. I'll just look at it later.
I'm not. Yeah, it's too long for me to read the whole thing now.
Good self control there.
yeah.
We got the poster upstairs with them scratched off.
That's true.
I'm not
we can
running up
Hey, do
there.
you want to scratch off this one?
I scratched off the last one, but I can.
Ah, geez, I
He
didn't
scratched
know
off
that.
2 towers. Yeah.
I did it
You're
with-
not allowed to do it again.
Did it with you.
Oh, that's right.
We'll go ahead and rank
Yeah.
your 2 films.
Yeah.
Between these 2, which is 2 Towers, which I hate, and
So harsh.
this movie, which I hated more.
Leah last week who says, "Yeah, 2 Towers is my 3rd favorite movie of all time."
And mute.
Oh, he did
Yeah, I
turn
mean,
his
he reached
mic
across-
off.
And the funny thing is, I'm not turning it back on. So,
You did.
all right. No, I don't hate.
Is this
2
guy doing the
Towers. It's
welcome
just not
tomorrow or
my
what?
vibe. Yeah,
No, he said he
Can't
was
wait.
going golfing with his brothers.
Oh yeah, that's right.
that's next
I
weekend.
know.
but not anymore. Just kidding, because I got a club.
You're
I
welcome.
got a driver.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks,
Your
man.
brothers
Have it
would
out.
have let
He
you
says you're
borrow your driver,
welcome.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
my
So
story.
from the 2, sorry, whose foot I just kicked.
that was me. I forgive you.
And you kind of brushed up against mine when you did it.
His group effort. Ryan, get in here.
I got you. Okay, so this is number 2 out of my 2
that's
so
fair.
far.
Jake, you want me to go?
You got it.
All right. So remember, y'all, for Marty, he's going from 100 up. So I'm not going to read them all, but I'm just pointing out number 78, which is my number 1 right now, is Return of the King, Lord of the Rings 3. I'm sorry.
Because we only
Sorry,
seen 22
Tristan.
movies.
But it can't move again, right? You just
No,
leave
no,
it
it
at
can-
78.
Mine can't.
Jacob's can't.
Yeah, his.
So mine, like when I throw something else in, it'll bump from 78 to 77.
Got it.
So number 100 is The Pianist. It's
theoretically his
Pianist.
it's still my
The
least favorite.
Pianist.
The piano player. 99 is Harakiri. Number 98 is Goodfellas. It just wasn't for me. I get it. It's a great movie. Number 97 is Old Boy. Number 96 is The Lives of Others. One above it is the Italian film Life is Beautiful.
That's interesting.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
You're not ranking all of them right now? You're just getting up to that?
You want me to read them all
no,
for you?
I don't know. I don't know.
I have
with him later.
18
Share
more
it with
movies
him
to
later.
list.
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
trying to avoid that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to pot it up. Like I'll tell everyone what my number 1 is,
You
so
gotta
they can
S
give,
tier.
so they can see like 78 through 100. This is at 95. Like
And just use your imagination for the rest of them, guys.
I'm going.
I do the tiers for the movie theater movies, not this one.
Okay.
Although I could.
This one I have. I'll just. I'll work my way up to it. So 95, I have Life is Beautiful. 90 is Old Boy. 89, The Pianist. 85, Harakiri. 63, it's a pretty big gap. Goodfellas. 61, The Lives of
Okay.
Others. And then 60, Your Name.
There you go.
This guy tries to act so smart all the time. Like he's got opinions.
Well, this was factually a good movie.
I don't know what that means, but yeah, I believe you.
I mean, I also
you think I'm smarter than you.
I also had this higher than.
I'm just
most
telling
of
you,
those
I
movies.
feel pretty good about 61 because I definitely think there are at least 38 other movies that I'm like, I don't know about this.
Dude, he's gonna put all 3 Star Wars movies below this.
I hope so.
I
You know,
knew-
I've
I
seen it
knew
before.
hope
It's
so.
the same story. I've seen it 3
yeah,
times.
but they did it first. Wait, you're talking about Star Wars in general?
I
No,
watched,
dude.
I watched the German dub. Is that a problem?
Das Vader. Oh, it's just saying Darth. Did you guys know that Vader means father in German? Ooh.
Oh, nice.
But what does Darth mean? It
Darth-
means Darth.
Darth.
Darth father.
It means father.
father.
All right.
Jip, jip.
Hey, we want to jip,
Jip,
jip.
jip.
We want to make a phone call to our pal who's getting married tomorrow. Dude, Tristan, you want to take the lead on
That's
this
my
one?
phone buzzing.
I'll call him.
We're all calling him.
Why is my phone buzzing? Newsflash.
Thank you.
Hello?
Hey, is this Ethan?
Is this Ethan Triwick? Or I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, you got the wrong guy, man.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Hey Ethan,
Well,
how
while
you
we
doing,
have
man?
you anyway.
Forever. That's a Randy Trawick joke.
Oh, that's good.
Ethan, how you doing, man?
I'm excellent.
Are you still in the car?
You guys?
I'm doing well.
Great.
We're all good. We're fine. We just watched a subpar movie.
That's facts.
Hey, Ethan, have you seen The Lives of Others?
No, I haven't.
But you've
Tell me
heard of
about
it.
Dude, you never
Yeah.
been to a Walmart and just like people watch?
Oh man.
It's a. Do you like 2007, 2006? We're not sure. German movies about East
Stasi?
Berlin. East Berlin.
I can't say I've ever even thought about.
Well,
that.
this is gonna be as honest as I've been this entire episode. I think this might be up your alley.
You
I
what?
also, I don't.
I think it might be for you. You might like it.
I'm also not sure this movie made it to Alabama. I'm not sure you would have ever heard of it before this. Hey, do you have anything going on this weekend?
As a matter of fact, I'm getting married tomorrow.
There he is.
All right.
Let's go.
Yeah,
And
man.
there goes freedom. Best way to lose it.
Hey, Tristan, where are you sitting?
Oh, yeah, at home.
Oh man, that's tough.
At home. I'm gonna try and live stream it.
Hey, can I pull that up on the Rolling Hills app?
Yeah, it's gonna be live streamed. Just pull out the Rolling Hills app.
Yeah, it's gonna be on Planning
the
Center.
Facebook page. The Planning Center.
I'm still waiting for that invite, please.
So,
Yeah,
the ring bearer did not hit accept invite.
Hey Ryan, what's your favorite? Or Ryan, he's right here. Ethan, what's your favorite movie of all time?
My favorite movie of all time is called Drive. It's got Ryan Gosling in it. It's directed by Nicholas Winding Refn. It's, I think, one of the
It's
all-time
Winding Refn.
great
No,
movies.
Dude, I love Drive. That's a good pull.
Ethan's like, I really, it's like an autobiography. It's like a biography.
Hey, Ethan.
Ethan is the driver with his scorpion jacket.
with his glove on.
Hey, Ethan, newsflash. This is a movie podcast. We've heard of it, bro.
Okay, let me give you a fun fact about Drive. So,
Okay.
Drive
Are we gonna have to bleep this out?
no.
Okay, spoilers.
All right, so-
Spoilers.
Drive took inspiration from a movie back in the 50s or 60s called The Samurai. It was a French movie.
Oh.
It had what was it, Alain Dehaene in it?
Yeah,
of course.
That's his
for sure.
name. Yeah. Anyway, it's a really good movie. I've seen it. You guys should watch that one day.
What's
Okay.
better, Drive or Samurai?
Drive.
Drive. You can't
got
go
Ryan
wrong
Gosling
with
in it.
Gosling. Yeah,
That's
you
right.
can't go wrong with him.
You really can't.
Okay,
Awesome, man.
well, I'm going to hand this over to Jacob because I don't know this part. So.
All right, so Ethan, I just love to ask, have you listened to any of our podcasts before? Do you know how this works?
I've listened to some of them, but I haven't listened to this segment.
Okay. Well, so
Wait, can I ask another question real quick?
yeah, absolutely.
Sorry. Have you started listening more since I've shown up? Or were you listening
All right, no,
before
you don't have to
I
answer. Sorry,
got
as your lawyer, you don't have to answer that. Well, okay, so we have a 1 to 100 poster list of the top 100 movies from IMDb. This is the it's audience choice. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to pick a number between 1 to 100, and then we're going to watch that movie next. Now, we have to be careful because we have quite a few movies that people have picked. So go ahead and say a number. Marty will verify whether or not it's been picked before, and then he'll announce to you. You'll be the first to hear it before we air.
That's right.
What the movie is, okay?
All right.
All right, pick a number.
Well, tomorrow is May 21st. It's going to be my anniversary, so let's go with 21.
Oh, man. Sober for
Dude,
how many years?
I was hoping you were going to say some random number after you said that.
Ethan, my friend, I could not
no.
be more happy with
all right.
you.
Anime.
So this has been one that we haven't seen before.
Not on the podcast.
It's a cartoon.
Ryan, you want to say it?
Oh, God.
I love this.
Ryan likes to double check because I've messed up before.
Oh, I thought okay.
Ryan, Dead Air Puttbach. We love it.
The Silence of the Lambs.
Oh,
Let's go!
Let's go!
Ethan loves that movie, dude.
Dude.
Is that your second favorite?
We're learning a lot about Ethan tonight.
All right,
Also,
well.
a big fan of the show. You.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Dude, same.
I wrote that movie.
Yeah.
Whoa,
well,
Ryan.
hey, Ethan, today we're going to let you go because I know you got a lot of sleep to get before your big day. But remember, it puts the
Yep.
lotion on its skin. And have a good night.
And it gets the hose again.
And it gets those again. Later,
Hey, and I won't be there, but good luck.
I'll be there in spirit.
No, I won't.
brother. All right, Ethan. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. See you guys.
All right, bye.
But Tristan won't, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
That's
say
not
that.
a fan of that guy.
Worst, dude.
Dude, I like him.
That was
Oh, well.
that was
He's
a good
all right.
call.
He was our proposed fourth host, so you should.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even know if that's kind of true.
I don't know.
I'll take it.
I think I was in the office one day. I said, "You want to be on our podcast?" He goes, "Oh, I'll think about
He
it."
used to be here all the time. He hasn't
He
been
did.
here in a while.
Dude,
And then he got
Yeah,
married.
he got engaged and
Let's watch-
disappeared.
By the
Let's
time
watch
this
Drive
airs,
with
he
him.
will be married.
Let's
yeah,
watch
we
Drive
should.
with him.
We
I
should
would
watch Drive.
love
and
to
then we
watch
should
Drive
just-
with that
yeah.
with him.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
It's
Me
a
neither.
good time.
I have it on Blu-ray. I borrowed
only
it from
seen
my
it
roommate
once.
3 years ago.
Never gave it back.
Never gave it back.
Great
He has a movie
soundtrack,
podcast,
good
so
action.
I could just reach out and be like, "Hey, I'll mail this back to you." So, anyway, well, guys, that was fun. We got any closing thoughts on this movie or just life? You know,
Well, you know.
this guy doesn't like fried chicken.
Oh, that's right.
Tristan
Yeah,
doesn't like
Ryan.
fried chicken.
Oh.
I think it's horrible, dude. You
Yeah, so
quote
do
that
I.
video all the time. It's chicken. I love fried chicken.
He doesn't say fried chicken. He says chicken. I like chicken.
All right.
Is it that little boy, that little guy?
Yeah.
For the listeners, I am wrong a lot. So if he says fried chicken,
Uh-huh.
Up here in the freezing cold, getting free chicken sandwiches.
yeah,
Because the food tastes great. I mean, it's chicken. It's fried chicken. I like fried chicken.
he does say, man, it pops every time, dude.
I was afraid because you're gonna be like, well, you said I love fried chicken. I said I like chicken, so we both. So it's like we both right. And they go, yeah, you're right.
No,
It's fried chicken.
That video's
I
electric.
like fried chicken.
no, I
But you
just
don't
do
like fried
not
chicken.
like. I don't like fried chicken.
Well, it's tough, dude.
It's just that simple.
Man.
You gotta embrace the grease.
No, that's why I don't like it. So
Do
I'm
you
out
like,
it again.
like,
But then you thought about bringing donuts here before we got this fried. It's fried dough.
do you
yeah,
like
but the grease
strips
doesn't
and-
explode in your mouth.
Do you like strips
It
and
does.
nuggets?
Yeah, I like those.
So it's just what the bone does for you.
Yeah, I'm not a big bone guy.
My
I
brother-
prefer
my brother's the
I
same.
prefer boneless,
My
but I
brother's
mean
the
I'll go to
same
town
way.
on
I love chicken wings.
bone in.
Bone in.
That's
So really
fried
just
chicken.
thighs and
different.
thighs and
I don't know what the difference is.
flats.
It's
No,
different.
that's a wing.
It's
The
sauce.
skin's different. Like it's
Could
the
you have it
breading. The
naked?
breading on it.
Oh, because you have naked wings
Whatever B-dubs does.
without the sauce.
No. Have sauce.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
don't like them tossed.
It's different.
Oh, yeah. You like them spun. You don't like them.
Yeah, for sure. Shaken, not stirred.
Frazzled.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
No, I just don't like fried chicken.
Okay.
Man,
We just wanted everyone to know that we're not like trying
Chicken.
to fight you.
I
We're
don't
just
like
trying-
chicken.
I don't like fried
chicken.
chicken.
Not a fan of chicken.
I don't like fried
All
chicken.
Bring it on,
well,
dude.
We got Silence of the Lambs coming up, which I could not be
That's
more
fun,
excited
dude.
about.
That's gonna be
Yeah.
fun.
That's
Have
gonna-
you seen it?
that's-
You seen it?
I just watched it recently, actually.
Ryan, you
I know
seen
Ryan hasn't.
What movie?
Silence of the
Silence of
Lambs.
the Lambs.
No,
You know what it's about?
I almost said Fried of the Lambs.
not really. No.
This
Well,
is gonna vie for
I know
the
I've heard
number one
lines
spot
from
for me.
It also has one of my favorite moments in The Office when he's like the CPR done. He's like, "Why did you destroy this? It's $2,000. Destroy this thing." He's like, "I just want to see if it worked." And guess what? It did. They were really scared.
That whole
Or
episode.
he goes, "You cost us $2,500 or something like that." He's like, $2,500. He's like, "Oh my gosh, $250." He's like, "Okay."
Dude, well
So good.
that whole episode, that's the fire alarm one.
Dude.
The
Is
fire
Is that the same?
training.
Yeah, I was trying to think
Yeah.
that's the same one. Yeah,
Such a-
because Stanley
such a
has a
good
heart
episode.
attack, and that's
Mhm.
why they. Dude, that episode is so,
So
good.
good.
So good.
Save Bandit.
Wait, save Bandit. Have you seen on YouTube? You can search YouTube, look up office fire scene, but then look up like horror music, and they take horror music.
Dude,
underneath
yes.
it changes the scene. It's scary.
I don't think so because I know the outcome.
Well, but knowing the outcome and still being like, this is kind of scary. It's different. Anyway,
Where are
Go
the
look it up.
Skarsgårds from?
Denmark, right?
I was gonna guess Switzerland, but I don't know.
Let me look.
Here's a question. We don't have to do it for the podcast, but this is just to put it out for our listeners because I know we're interested. The Machine comes out next
Swedish.
week.
Oh,
I think my brothers are making me go see it.
Swedish.
There you go.
I don't know if I have any desire to see it because I like Burt Kreischer a lot.
Yeah, I'm very curious as to what it.
You're afraid
will
he might
be.
not do a good job.
Like I know what it is, but yeah.
Luke Skywalker's gonna be
It's
bad.
got to me, it's got 35% rent all over it on Rotten Tomatoes.
What example do you have? Because it's just based off a bit, really.
It's based off of a 15-minute
life.
story.
Wait, yeah.
Well, apparently it happened. But,
True story.
But I mean,
what he says anyway.
what other movie? Do
well,
you
it's
know that-
it's entirely fictional because it's a follow up.
Oh yeah. This
It's
is like
not-
what's
it's not a
happening
telling.
now. I think
Yeah.
there's flashbacks to him younger,
Yeah.
but I don't. It's like
oh, okay. So
it's
not
like the Russian mafia coming to
coming back.
yeah.
Okay.
To
Yeah. Okay. Well then. Never mind.
wreak
He
havoc on
he
him.
robs a train car when he's there as a teenager.
Yeah. Yeah. I
so
get,
apparently
yeah.
something he
Have
took.
you heard the bit?
Yes, I have. That's
Well,
what
yeah.
I'm the one that said it's
Do
based
you
on
know
a
who
bit.
Bert
Yeah.
is?
I did. Is he the one that takes his shirt off?
No, it's
That's
Tom Segura.
Same guys.
No,
Really.
no,
Right.
Bert's the
drinking
fat
Kool-Aid
one.
right now?
Bert's the fat one.
Dude, that's one of my favorite things of all time. Just
You really got
64
Kool-Aid.
ounces of Kool-Aid.
People think you're being so
What,
healthy.
what flavor? Red. Anyway, I just brought it up because I wanted to check what was next for us, and it's probably Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I'm taking my students to go see that June 6th.
When is Barbie coming out?
July.
Oh, right.
Oppenheimer and Barbie drop in mid-July.
Which I love that Spider-Verse is coming out now because one of our first interactions together
That was funny, dude.
was at that best day ever.
We had it was a middle
You
school.
can go tell the story.
Middle school, full day, like middle school day. And so it was like 12 hours of fun for these middle school students. And so we meet up all at the Franklin campus there. And so we had all sorts of things, fun things, plans, putt-putt, all that kind of stuff, except that it rained that Saturday. And so we had to pivot, is our favorite word of 2020, and or 21, I guess, at that point. And so we pivoted by having a movie day. And so then we're going to watch Spider-Verse. And so, yeah, Tristan's first interaction with these kids. All right, man, go in there and really hype them up that we're about to watch a movie. So he goes in there and he's like, who's ready for best day ever? And they're like, we are. What are we going to do? And he's like, we're going to watch a movie. And they're like, oh. And he goes, yeah, Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse. And they were like, what? Or no, they're like, I already seen it. And he was like, oh, you've seen the second one? And they were like, are you kidding me? And he goes, nah, dude, I'm just playing. What do you think, I'm crazy? Yeah, it's the first one. Anyway, sit down, watch this movie.
Jumped off the stage, man.
So you've seen the second one? Oh my
Seeing
god!
the room light up and then bottom, I was like, what, you think I'm an idiot? Like, that's not even close to being out yet. Anyway, watch this movie.
3 years away, guys.
Yeah, dude.
All right, let me
It was so
let me
funny.
list a couple of films. Let's see if we want to watch them.
Okay.
Okay.
It's coming up. This is past Spider-Verse. We got Transformers: Rise of the Beast.
No.
Oh, heck yes.
Go see it with Leah.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. The Flash.
No.
No.
I'm gonna see. that.
Maybe.
And
just
I do,
'cause-
and I do mean for the podcast with this question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
I do. Can I say,
Like, let's watch some of these without a podcast.
I don't
episode.
want to. I don't know that I want to watch it. I don't think it's going to be that great, but I do think it's going to do a couple things really unique.
The
and that's-
Flash?
Yeah,
I agree.
I think it's going to do some.
Did you
fun
see what
things.
Stephen King said?
About the Flash?
Stephen King loved it.
Well, here's the thing: Stephen King and movies suck. So
That's true,
anyway,
that's
moving
true,
forward.
That's true.
But that's me as a Stanley Kubrick fan.
I'll
so,
Yeah.
I'll skip Oppenheimer and Barbie because we're fans.
because we're definitely watching them.
Mission Impossible.
Yes, that's my favorite movie series.
I think we need to find a way to do like a whole episode or some sort of Mission Impossible like
We could do like a 90-minute.
It's gonna have to be a
Series
mini
episode.
series.
yeah, honestly. But I do because of that. I do want. I want to try to make it work.
Yeah. Asteroid City.
I'm in. I love Wes Anderson.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the last one. Yeah.
You can't on one. Now, if this is like the last one,
Yeah, I guess you're
I
right.
might be out on him and just watch all of his old stuff.
Right.
But
Fair enough.
I'll let you.
I gotta give him a shot.
All right, let's do
Here
it.
was a separate thought. Just kind of going off of similar
That's
thought.
only because I thought
as,
Isle of Dogs was kind of underwhelming. It's
but it was-
good.
it was
but-
cute.
Yeah. Anyway.
Going off that Mission Impossible thought.
Isle of Dogs.
Indiana
Isle of
Jones.
Dogs.
No,
coming out.
I've already seen the tomato
review-
score on that one, and
yeah,
you
it's
don't.
not
Well, that's what I'm
great.
saying. We do an all-encompassing episode for the series.
Okay, well, if we're gonna do
Well, they're-
the
Because the
series,
first one's up there.
Yeah, I don't.
what's your guys' favorite Indiana Jones?
seen
I
none
guess
of
we
them.
have.
I've seen
I guess we're
none of
saving it,
them.
right?
Yeah.
I've seen zero
Okay.
of them.
I like the
Tied between
Shia
the
one.
first and the third.
I love Shia.
I don't know.
Shia without all the
Do
issues.
you really like Kingdom of Crystal Skull? That's
I
your
do.
favorite?
I was 12 when it came out. I was really impressionable.
Okay, well.
The other ones are boring.
Raiders of the Lost Ark, dude.
That is
That's the one.
that is a good little.
I went
list.
back
We
and
just-
watched
we
it
just
after that
listed, like,
church
3
series,
things.
and I was like, this doesn't hit like it used to.
Well, it's got some problems. It's morally problematic. I could see it. I think we don't do that with any other movie series, though. That's my only issue. It's like we don't do that. If a new Star Wars came out, we don't go watch the ones off this poster.
That's true.
So, but I'm open for it. I'm open to be convinced. I can be.
We did
easily
do it with
persuaded.
something. What did we do?
Well, we
it
used to
with?
double up on movies.
Yeah, we have doubled up on movies.
No, we did. Oh, it was Top Gun.
Top Gun. That's right. We did do a double.
but that wasn't.
We
on
went
the
back and watched
poster.
the
But
first
it
one
wasn't on
ended.
the poster. That's true.
That's what I'm saying. It has to be on the poster. He's saying like
It is
if we
different
watch
'cause
the
it's on
new
the
Indiana
poster.
Jones and then watch the ones on the poster. We're kind of
Oh,
playing
got
God.
it.
I don't want to do that. You know what I mean?
Dude, my biggest fear right now, my biggest fear with the poster is someone pulling Godfather 2 before Godfather. That's gonna upset me a
Yeah,
lot.
me too, dude.
I
That's why
might-
I've never seen him.
I might just, I might.
You might
plant-
want to go ahead and watch.
I might plant that on someone next time we give someone a call. Be like,
You haven't
Dude,
seen-
literally,
Give
all,
them
they
a-
have,
give-
all they have to do is say number 2 or number 3.
yeah.
That's
well,
it.
Here's what we
They
should
won't
do.
do it.
We give them a list of numbers they can't say, just so we don't have to play this game of that one's already been picked. That one's already been picked.
That
And we
hasn't
just
happened.
lie.
Oh,
This
it
man's
has.
talking about playing God.
Well, it's
and you're
happened
trying
we
to-
just lie
Yeah, no,
and
not
say
up.
that number is already on the list.
Yeah.
No one's listening to this episode. No one's watching the lives of others.
Dude, what if somebody was like actually like checking them off, like as we go along?
And they just heard me go.
There's probably somebody. There's probably at least one person.
They would
That
have to
person's a
have the
psychopath.
exact same poster.
I want
though.
you to stop right now.
You have to talk about my dad like that, dude.
Stop listening to
No,
our
not,
podcast.
not to manipulate it, but just because they've been listening to every episode so far, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Here's the numbers that haven't been chosen," and then they make some sort of infographic out of it. Don't do it.
Do we think we're gonna like Oppenheimer or Barbie more?
Oppenheimer.
Well,
It's not even a question.
I love
Yes, it
Gosling
is.
and I love Greta.
Yes, it is. Yes, there are more aspects to Barbie that I will enjoy.
I don't know,
about
dude.
it.
I walk into Oppenheimer, I'm gonna be like, "Show me the bomb. Show me the
That's
bomb."
the whole time.
Well, Ryan, you think
It's
Barbie's
gonna
going to
be-
be a kids movie?
It's gonna be
and
2
Greta
hours.
Gerwig says
Oh, it is
no.
not going to be.
It's gonna be 2 hours of Cillian Murphy being like talking about it,
What
and
are you-
then at the end,
It's going to be 3 hours of that. Dude.
Let's go.
Well, no,
I'm
no,
in.
the
It's
last 30
Christopher
minutes.
Nolan. Oh, okay.
the last 30 minutes, you'll be like, "Yeah, I guess we'll drop."
And
the bomb.
then Oppenheimer's going to time travel. He's gonna,
And he said, "You know, the
Okay,
world
States.
would not be the same." A few
he's
people
like-
laughed.
and I was Scarecrow for
A
some
few people
reason.
cried.
Right.
Most people were silent.
He walks in front of the screen, and then he's
I
like,
remember the interscripture,
he was like,
the Baba Latishka. I don't know what he says.
Bahava
Of
Vita.
Ishmael,
So when we go see
Fashion.
Oppenheimer,
"It's Vashnu."
the prince,
we should
took
go
on
see
multi-armed forms. Says,
Oh.
"I have become."
Dolby
Yeah, I'm down for that.
You just call
Where's
me
that?
a Dumby?
AMC.
Oh,
Yeah,
They got an IMAX and
Oh.
AIM.
I
did
think-
we just
I
see that? No, did we just sit in the Dolby one? Or we
No,
just
that
sit
was
down?
IMAX.
We weren't.
I think,
but Oppenheimer's probably
centric.
Oppenheimer should walk out in front of the screen at the end of it and goes, "And that's how it happened," and then it cuts to black, and then we go, "Oh,
Should go white.
cuts to white." Oh, like a bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On a bomb.
Do you guys
Well,
think? Do you
not
guys
a bomb
think?
joke for
Wouldn't
you.
this be a cool
Speaking of,
effect?
do you think that there's be somebody that's gonna hide in a refrigerator and live? You know what I'm saying?
Could be.
That's an Indiana Jones.
Just like
Yeah,
Indiana
I got
Jones.
it. I'm
I
with you.
think just for realism's sake, for Oppenheimer, they should drop a bomb during the first live screening. That way, everyone can experience.
to really send a
so,
message.
so everyone can experience. You guys ever hear the stories of like being able to see go see X-rays when the bomb blast passes through you?
No.
No.
Oh, guys,
You can do that?
It's horrifying. Yeah, some of the
Have you done it before?
some of the interviews from
Dropping
soldiers
acid?
who were there when they dropped on Japan, they were like, yeah, we'd cover our eyes with our hands, but because of the radiation, we could see through our eyelids and we could see the bones of our
Wait, are
hands.
these the pilots?
There's just folks who were close enough,
It was
man.
the Japanese.
Oh, the Japanese. I thought he was talking about like
How
the
much
pilots.
cancer do they
Well, no,
have?
there
now?
were some like these were Americans, like
I
Americans
don't
that were
think
just
they're
close
still
enough.
alive.
Oh yeah, but when
Well, it was also a long time ago.
during
but
the
either
interview,
way,
I mean,
But I just thought that was so scary. Like they're like, yeah, see through your eyelids, see through your skin. You can see the bones in your hands.
I also would totally do that if I knew this is a once in a lifetime thing. And I go, the world's never going to have this happen again. So yeah, I could see color.
and then turns out, I was in the theater for Barbie when it happened.
well, maybe maybe you could go when the solar eclipse happens. Don't put sunglasses on or whatever, or the 3D glasses.
And
Go
you're
look
like,
at
it's
it.
happening. I can see through
Yeah.
everything. Yeah. You go like, what was it like to stay in the vicinity of an atom bomb? You go, it was like a really nice warm blanket. Actually, it's the
Dude, I
exact
got a-
opposite of how
I
terrifying
got a real
it
nice
is.
hug.
Speaking of 3D or not 3D, radiation. Have you guys watched?
Air.
No. That show on HBO. What's that called?
Chernobyl.
Chernobyl.
I would love
but
to.
I need to.
It is a good time.
Yeah,
Skarsgård kills it.
I bet, man.
Is he really?
That was one I was trying to convince
I
our
bet that.
Mayor of Easttown group to watch. And they're
I
like,
would
let's
totally
Mayor of
watch
Easttown.
that.
Yeah, let's
dude.
do it.
Oh man.
Let's do it, man.
No, something that I watched this past week, I think, was the documentary
Ted.
Icarus.
Oh.
I did watch Ted. Watched Ted last night.
How many times you watch it, Chris, this week?
Well, you've only heard it's the first time on the podcast I'm talking.
oh,
about.
sorry.
Yeah. So Icarus, it's about the doping scandal, the Russian doping scandal, but it started off as like him trying to dope up for the Tour de France as an amateur, and so then it became bigger than. It became the making of the documentary sort of just captured the story.
That's so crazy.
the guy.
It's so crazy.
So at the end, he ends up in a witness protection program, and they don't know where he's at now. But it was like,
I saw Goodfellas.
exactly.
He directed it.
It's very dramatic. It's kind of crazy. What happens when a documentarian places himself in a moment in history and just kind of runs with it
And has the
keeps
camera on,
rolling.
yeah.
Keeps it rolling. But it was really good. I think
That's
think
pretty cool.
it won. I think it won an Oscar for best documentary. I forget. It won a ton of awards. It's a really big deal.
Dude, let's start calling them rewards.
I think it was okay. I mean, it was good. I think that
You thought it was great. This man's been talking about it for a week and a half. Don't listen
That's
to him.
true. He speaks Russian. I think that really took it out. Took me out of it.
Dude, if it was just in English.
Yeah, the guy who's doing this, I want to say he's the director. I don't think he's. Yeah, he is the director. But because you see the whole crew, because they step in, they're like, oh, this guy could lose his life. So it gets real for a second. It kind of breaks the fourth wall for a bit. But he's also kind of a jerk, and so I'm like, I'm really having a tough time empathizing with you in particular for trying to start this whole doping scandal. But you get a really good look at sports and politics, and when those two kind of overlap, and how much,
Just like the Mario movie.
how much political or how much leaders are willing to sacrifice just to see their favorite athletes on the gold pedestal.
I mean, getting Jordan those 6 rings, man, cost America everything.
And that's the lives of others.
And that is the lives of it. So watch Icarus if you're into documentaries. I won't say it's the best one you've ever watched, but I will say it's pretty compelling.
It's no
And at the end of it, yeah, it is. But at the end of it, you will feel like you'll kind of be angry at some people.
I bet, man.
Yeah.
We just checked. We have done it. We have eclipsed 1,300 listens.
I
as a
don't like to talk
podcast.
shop on them. It's not about the numbers.
I just wanted to say thanks, guys. Thanks.
It's not about the numbers, but we
I
are
just want
pretty
to say
awesome.
thanks to our listeners.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you
you,
for
guys.
listening. Thank
We
you
love
for
you.
finding
Tristan-
us entertaining.
Long-time fan, first-time listener, whatever.
Sacrificing an hour of your week, sometimes 2 hours for relative
Many-time
background.
caller, first-time listener.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites.
Anyway,
Hey, let's stop. We did it.
great job,
We
guys.
did the thing.
This
Hey.
is awesome.
Go
we'll see
hockey.
you.
And remember,
What? Yeah, go hockey. Go Carolina. See you next week. Love you
Goodbye.
guys. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Three Dudes in a Movie podcast. We appreciate you. Feel free to follow us on Instagram, and be sure to give us a review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen. Have a great day, and remember, movies are good. All right, bye.